We are the #1 business show on the planet with over 1 million downloads a month. Taking the BS out of business for over 6 years and over 400 episodes. You ready to start snapping necks and cashing checks? Well, it starts right about now.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Right About Now. It is our 4th of July special edition here on July 4th, 2025. You captains of capital, welcome aboard my floating houseboat studio here on the lovely Lake Kiowee, the beautiful Kiowee Marina, coming to you live for me, recording this, where the only swamp we deal with is this lake, not Washington. And it's not swampy here. Let me tell you, one of the most beautiful lakes in the country in South Carolina. Come to visit. Don't stay, though. Don't stay. Kidding. Come stay if you want. While you're testing grill temps this weekend, the U.S. economy is testing its own heat index. 72 million Americans are hitting the highway. AAA calls it the biggest 4th of July getaway ever. Gas stations make more profit than my neighbors selling fake lakefront NFTs. Maybe. Could be a thing. I see you, Ralph. I know your game. NFT is just like being there. Just like it. Back on shore, $92 is the average grocery tab for burgers and brews. Speaking of which, got mine right here. Ultra. It's hot here in South Carolina. This thing's leaking all over me. $92. Jeez. Yet fireworks tariffs keep the booming business pricier than these boat slip fees. Let me tell you, they ain't cheap. Those fireworks aren't cheap either. I went and tried to get some. Other news, the S&P 500 is on a rocket ride. It was the best May through June since 1990. Everyone's talking about how bad the economy is, and somehow the S&P's done better since 1990. But remember, every rocket comes back to Earth. And Silicon Valley just slashed the price of AI tokens by 80%. That's like chartering this entire vessel for the cost of a kayak. It ain't happening. Today, we're mixing charter boat life vibes with bottom line clarity. Life jackets on, egos off. Let's fire it up right about now. First up today, and look, if you're not watching the YouTube, you need to be watching this. Got the 4th of July garb on. Let's not forget the men and women who serve, that fight for our independence every day. We appreciate you, and right about now, salutes you. We know the reason for these seasons, and we support you. Ultimately, it's the great getaway. You got 5.8 million in the air this weekend. 72 million travelers on July 4th. Lake marinas report a 15% rate increase. I know, mine was at least that. So let me tell you, I think consumer confidence is okay. I think it's a micro indicator. Ultimately, holiday travel is the real-time stress test for discretionary spending. And I'd say it's pretty good if you got 6 million people in the air. BBQ Economics, $92.44 is the food spend on the 4th of July. Beef packer margins are plus 13%. Patriotic packaging plus 4%. These ribs cost more than my first Apple share. Heat plus hunger equals pricing power for FMCG, at least this weekend. Fireworks and tariffs. Look, 99% of fireworks are still made in China. Why is that? Why are they all made in China? Why don't we make some here? We need some firework factories. Imports warn of 2025 shortages leaking into next year. What's that mean? I don't know if they get old, but you better put them on the shelf for next year. Otherwise, I don't know if we're going to have as many. They've already cut back here on the lake. Enjoy the show now. Next year's kaboom might be on your budget. All right, folks, it's hot here in South Kakalaki. That's what we call it, South Carolina. 93, no wind. You see any wind here? I don't. Let me tell you, there is heat advisories for 150 million people. Stay cool, people. Stay indoors. And look, extreme heat has graduated from weather note to the P&L line because it costs more to run those air conditioners and run everything else. A lot of people stay home and don't spend the money. The heat wave and the grid are hot, hot, hot. We talked about this last week. We got an AI fire sale going on. O3 API is now $2 in and $8 out with the tokens. The new cost curve turns 9-month AI ROI into a 90-day payback for SMEs. What's that mean? It means it's cheaper than my docking fee and twice as smart. But models are cheap fireworks. Proprietary data is the dynamite. Don't forget it. Lock up that data, folks. They need that to make these models smart. Models easy, data hard. Creativity, ideas, content that creates the ideas, generates it, is where it's at. Protect it, hide it, keep it. Lock it up, folks. They're coming for your data. The SP 500 has had the best 3-month period since 1990. Lots of data, but I'm not buying it long term. Don't know what's driving all of that. Hey, I'd maybe buy some lake property or some meme stocks. Hedge your bets a little bit. Charts can't defy gravity forever. Better have a parachute. I do have my baseball cards here in front of me. That is one of the great American pastimes, and that is baseball. But then the hobby is here. I've got some big announcements coming related to the hobby and a new show that I will be doing with my good friends that I won't name yet. Coming. It's coming though, and it's big, real big, just like Judge and Ohtani big. They are both locked in all-star spots. Yours truly might be there for the home run derby. There's lots of spikes and merchandise for these guys. And look, in other pop culture news, Taylor Swift bought a 13,000 giant friendship bracelet float in the Boston Harbor. I don't know about that. 13 grand for a friendship float? I think I'll stick to my jet skis and my star float on the back. I don't know if I want a float that big. That just invites people over here taking over my dock space. Got to have my room. Get my Frisbee on. Got all my patriotic stuff here on the 4th. Fun fact, 1.3 miles of thread for a 3 feet by 5 feet, not these small miniature ones, banner flag. 1.3 miles of thread. I had no idea. Fun fact of the day. Ultimately, pop culture drives search traffic. Search drives sales, even on the lake. It's the 4th of July. Short, sweet, to the point. Stocks up. Economy's up. Sentiment's up. Fireworks up. Buy them now, folks. And look, love each other. Give a hug, get a hug. Remember, it's the 4th of July. We have a lot to celebrate as this country. No matter what the news tries to tell you, we're taking the BS out of it every day, right here. Celebrate freedom, safeguard capital, and keep the BS overboard. And here's the bottom line on Right About Now. Freedom and business run on the same fuel: energy, curiosity, and a healthy dose of risk. Whether you're piloting a Fortune 500 or just mastering your first side hustle, take this holiday to celebrate the liberty you have to build, buy, break, and build again. I've done it all. So fire up the grill, keep your margins sizzling, and remember, tariffs may raise the price of your firecrackers, but they can't tax your American imagination. From the deck of the houseboat here on the lovely Lake Kiwi to every patio porch and boardroom tuning in, have a safe, profit-packed 4th of July. Leave the politics on shore, keep the BS overboard, and enjoy the freedom to chase whatever rocket you've been stashing in the garage. Let's get after it right about now.
This has been Right About Now with Ryan Alford, a Radcast Network production. Visit RyanIsRight.com for full audio and video versions of the show, or to inquire about sponsorship opportunities. Thanks for listening. This is Right About Now with Ryan Alford, a Radcast Network production. We are the #1 business show on the planet with over 1 million downloads a month. Taking the BS out of business for over 6 years and over 400 episodes. You ready to start snapping necks and cashing checks? Well, it starts right about now.
What's up, guys? Welcome So right about now, it is our 4th of July special edition here on July 4th, 2025. You captains of capital, welcome aboard my floating houseboat. Studio here on the lovely Lake Kiowee, the beautiful Kiowee Marina, coming to you live for me, recording this, where the only swamp we deal with is this lake, not Washington. And it's not swampy here. Let me tell you, one of the most beautiful lakes in the country in South Carolina. Come to visit. Don't stay, though. Don't stay. Kidding. Come stay if you want. While you're testing grill temps